And we heard from Johnny, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove.
Defensively, offensively, I think I'm better offensively than people give me credit for, and I'm stronger than I look. And that's something that I'm trying to prove this year, as I've been proving the last 3 or 4, so it's going to be fun.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
That's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Cleveland, Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. Kevin Love out there with Jefferson, and it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. From 17 feet out, and Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Jefferson.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
Now, here's Jefferson. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Williams in for Richard Jefferson. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And Middleton kicks to Plumlee. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
He always knows it's going to be. And, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Williams, that's good.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's Parker. The Cavaliers making the shot. Carter Williams. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Carter Williams has got 5 now.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Bucks trail by 9, taken away by Williams. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And a chance here to check out how the Bucks ranked in the NBA last season. First in steals, third in points off turnovers. And they also showed up in the top 5 in opponent field goal percentage. A very improved defensive team.
And I really feel like they fed off their pressure defense. Steals. That got them out in the open court and created easy opportunities offensively.
It's tipped and stolen by Love. Smith outside. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Jacks up a 3. And that one's good. Smith's got 5 now. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the 3, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they can do a lot of damage from beyond the arc.
Carter Williams with the bucket. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Smith drives in, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. 7 points for Smith.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Parker dishes to Monroe. That's good.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Henson checked in for Miles Plumlee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Parker. O.J. Mayo, who's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams.
This is exactly what J.R. Smith can do when he's on a hot streak. Put fear into the opponents.
Here's Bayless. Off the left rim and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Antetokounmpo against Smith. Mozgov with the steal. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court.
Oh! That athletic.
Yeah.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Here's Williams, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense. I mean, it's all been terrific.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Channing Frye's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And Jefferson subbed in for J.R. Smith.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
Well, and of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s.
Screen by Monroe. Bayless the pass to Antetokounmpo. Looking to end the run. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Shumpert, no good.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Bayless. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
He's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Jefferson kicks to Shumpert. Stolen by Henson. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. Screen by Monroe. Jumper off the screen, and that one's good.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Outside jumper. Got it off in time, and he drains the three, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change, Clark, and the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Cavaliers lead by 17. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center.